Alright, let's get this party started. Yay! We're playing. You heard nothing. We're playing Slay the Princess again. And I have also discovered today that if you pirate the game and then you buy it on Steam, then there's an option that you can get 36 achievements all at once when you start the aforementioned game. So just a heads up, if you ever do that, I got 36 achievements at once. But on the plus side, I know what I have done. I know what I have achieved, even. So I will try not to repeat the paths. Maybe. And that is a very big keyword. Also, that's 27% of achievements, these 36. So yeah, let's get going. Let's get started with English. I think I need to make it a little bit louder. Yep, this is a horror game. Parallax effects on rare occasions. Flickering image effects. Yeah, I think I had everything on. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Let's go! Oh, I can... Okay, so this is only... No, we ain't risking no galleries. Controls, I mean... Assistive self-voicing? What the hell is assistive self-voicing? I have no clue. Quick save. Okay, so nothing new. Oh my god, it has my saves. When I played last? On October 1st. No, or 11th. My bad. October 11th. October 1st I started it. Jesus Christ. Hello, Raiden! Preferences. Let's get it to full screen. Oh, now it's better. Hello, Raiden. How you doing? How you doing? And let's have everything off. Good. They get spooked by the quack a little bit. Let's have the music a little bit quieter. Memories. Oh yeah. Pardon? Beginnings and pardon? Just woke up. Oh, damn. I hope you have a good sleep. I hope you had a good sleep. Okay. I mean, on one hand, I did get the achievements. I do have continue and I have these saves. But on the other hand, the memories are empty. Yeah, anyway, let's click continue. Oh, okay. Okay, so I need to play a new game. A new game it is. I don't mind.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I absolutely love... Oh. I absolutely love Jonathan Sims' voice. Okay, save, skip. Okay, that was not here on the first time.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Why is the finger so pixeled? History, save, controls, no. Accessibility, preferences? No, not preferences. I guess. A bit quiet. Okay, it should be better. Time to smooch the princess. I'm trying to think, is there even a path where she lets us smooch her? And I don't think there is. I'm sorry, Raiden. But I think you would like... oh my god, what is it called? I'm sorry, give me a second, I need to find this game. What was the name? Sucker for Love! Oh my god, that was Sucker for Love. Yeah, Sucker for Love is an amazing game, by the way. But yeah, let's return to the game we have at hand. Let's go. You know that game? That's good. I don't think I have watched the gameplay of the second one to the end. But the first one is great. I recommend it. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
There is a
You
sequel.
find the princess within.
There is a sequel. And it's with it's with the goat goddess. It's a little bit more complex than the first one, and it's at the same time it's very similar. It has this very similar mechanics, but at the same time it's not like copy and paste, so it's nice.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Yes, we know.
Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Okay, I need to get something off my chest. I am still not sure if I quite get what exactly is the princess, what exactly is the echo of the author, and what exactly are we? Because, I mean, it was explained, but of course it's complex and complicated. And also, at the same time, I don't think they could be chalked up to such a simple... The goat goddess, she is a cutie. But also she's kinda evil. Cutie patootie.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I don't have a choice.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
Let's enter the basement without the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I still remember even the way he says it. I think it's kind of like a the Stanley Parable? You mean? Where the voice is against you. The narrator is... I mean, he is against us, kinda. Yes, no, maybe? Everyone here is complicated. That's...
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
That's the only thing I'm sure about.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay, so she's still kinda nice.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
You know what? Let's be absolutely honest. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Guys, also we're schizo because all voices.
Great job, you've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that we get the voices. Shit, I had a thought. I was thinking about it, like the other day when I had to write a review of a game for school. And I decided to write, surprise, surprise, about Slay the Princess. And I was thinking about it, what the different voices, and I had a smart thought in my head. But now it's gone. And I don't think I've written it down. God damn it.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh, no. It's getting dark here. Let me just turn on my light. Okay, that's better.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Oh yeah, her eyes are gigantic. I mean, I guess she's supposed to be cute. And the first... It's not even evolution, her like, base is supposed to be cute, but like, too cute. You know, the eyes are too big for comfort. Sort of like when people are trying to draw like a sexy woman and they give her a big breast, but the breasts are so big that they're like twice or thrice the size of her head. Which for me, it just circles. It goes towards being sexy and then just circles back to being funny. And there's the key. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, no, we don't want auto. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
To be honest, the most confusing part of this is not even who is the princess exactly, who are we, the main character, the player, who the player is. Who is the narrator? He's like this crow. He's like he's not the author, he's an echo of the author, but he's also the author. That's the part that I need to explain. I need to explain to me like I'm 5 years old.
She barely hesitates before raising
is
her
this
arm
one.
to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Here we go.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess or slay the princess. That was who is the princess, never house the princess. I don't think she's doing very well though.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I love the little details of the cursor. But it's, I know I definitely said that already when I played it for the first time.
You cut into
But
her
I
flesh.
love these little details.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Very detailed that everything is black and white, but the blood is bright buzzing red, yeah. I mean, it does have even more of an impact that way.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Ah, okay. Okay, we are good this time, warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I guess I don't have resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
I can fix you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is
Oh, no, just
agony. But you aren't dead.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
This shouldn't be funny, but the way she does it is funny for me. It's funny
She
to
doesn't
me.
know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
And you
And
die.
you die.
I did say I was going to try.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Sir,
is a cabin,
I am talking here.
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yes, I did say I will try to find the different princesses, the new ones. But it may be a little bit difficult. I have to say, since it has been a while since I played it, and I did start a new game.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that.
Deja vu,
This is
whatever.
the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
How much are there? Wait, I need to check it actually, cause I wanted to check it actually before the stream, but I did not. No, not that. At the very least 24, but around 24. Possibly more than that. Now that there are also variations of each princess and each ending. And of course now I cannot speak. More has been added with the pristine cat.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save
Now
our
smitten.
beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Don't want to leave.
Running away? What are you doing? We have to save her. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Away. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Everything is fine and dandy till we get the villain's voice of the French.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Now I wish there was a
Everything back
voice
on
of the
track.
French.
Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I need to hear Jonathan Sims do the French accents. Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh.
Nice to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. Oh, it's going to resolve splendidly, all right. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous...
I see a dot here. I see it.
There was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay, you have no choice.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs
Oh,
and lock
okay.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Hello, hello. Welcome. We are playing, as you may have noticed, Slay the Princess. Well, it's not my first time playing. That's how much I can tell you.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Do you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
German accent, nah. I'm pretty close, Polish.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
She killed us, but
Well,
okay.
she killed us.
Yeah.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Okay, because last time it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Didn't care for that last time. Just Slay the princess. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Alright, it's the squeaky one. It's the squeaky one with
No, she's a prisoner here.
the
You can't just slip her hand through
gigantus,
the chains.
the enormous eyes.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Don't tempt me. I have to ask you in the war after. I am very tempted to just slay her. Because I already have the squeaky one. I don't want to repeat that. Slay the princess.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses
I am
pathetically to the ground.
experimenting, okay? Don't come at me.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is safe.
Okay,
Thank
I didn't
you
get
for
this one
seeing
yet.
this through. I know it must have been difficult. Oh, I feel sick.
Sick. You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
I'm going to die now. Peace out. Yeah. Yeah, I just remember that I had the squeaky, ginormous eyed one, and I was like, what didn't I do by doing this path or whatever? I didn't kill her, so I'm going to kill her.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart.
I remember that.
You absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart.
I love the smitten.
This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Remain silent.
Really? You're not going to say anything?
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor.
The plot
Can't be
thickens.
serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
Yes, smitten is really powerful in here.
That's right. You're all sorry.
It's all fun and games until the smitten is mad.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The grey.
You're on a path
Ooh.
in the woods.
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin. or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Total simp spirit. Oh, maybe that's why I like
She
him so
won't
much.
be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
I can imagine Sveten being the person that wiped his tears with more and say so this is how being poor feels.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
Yeah, he's the most flamboyant one, I think.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
Interestingly, no one mentioned that there is no
And
woods.
if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Oh, there he is. But yeah, I think if there's more voices, he's just like, okay, you guys do the arguing, I'm just gonna chill in the back.
Why not? You've already done it twice.
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
I need one-on-one with the smitten and the cold.
Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
I am too.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
It went different last time. I'm going to make us that clear. Bye. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last
This
time.
isn't the same path in the woods you're used to. That means that her influence is already spreading, and you're running out of time.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
Influence doesn't require life.
But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive?
Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Okay. Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens.
Man, I wish it worked like that.
Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
Yes, the voice acting is extremely good. I have been a fan of Jonathan Sims since the beginning of the Magnus Archives, but here, above and beyond himself. God damn. But also, I don't think I have fangirled enough about the fact how many of these cabins the artist drew. How many different versions. Ah,
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is
There
a
she
figure
is.
faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door, it's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it vanishes too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
dramatic cut. Yeah, I think the blade is in her chest.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it. Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement? You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
I need to figure out how to get the cold on the first, on the first loop.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
Technically second, but you know.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us. No way left to go but down.
I don't have a choice.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Oh, that's a lot. I'm sorry about last time. Is anyone
You
there?
receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
I was here when I'm scared. It's not that kind of horror.
You aren't helping.
I don't think there are any jump scares in here. Now that I think about it.
Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Oh, sir, she can do a lot of things to us. A lot of things.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Yeah, definitely more disturbing.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up.
Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
How are we supposed to kill a ghost?
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So
going?
that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Is she going to burn us?
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Yeah, zombie ghost princess.
Yeah, dead or not, what we supposed
I want
do
to see her up
about it?
close.
Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
My experience watching 15 Sins of Supernatural tells me get salt and burn the body.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart.
And maybe
She's
some iron.
bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
Yes, my
This
wife.
is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Or okay, fine. The Smitten's wife.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
Called it.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us.
And she will succeed.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Sir! She's actively trying to murder us. Rush for the blade, rush to the door. Why did you close the door?
Because I want to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a
unique way of expressing things.
Ultimate suicidal.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel. Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Oh boy, I don't think talking with her will rush to the door.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom.
I think that I think we saw that whatever dagger she has in her chest is part of the ghost. And the real blade is in her body laying on the floor. So I don't think running for the blade right now would be the greatest idea, dare I say. Spit and support when rights and wrongs, especially the wrongs.
It's no use.
Ah,
You're
yes.
stuck here. Your skin starts to bubble. As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours. You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection. She clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Ah, yes, here's a disturbing part.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
Or maybe that was the legit dagger.
It was
Who knows?
so bad. But somehow, nothing is so much worse.
It is hot, literally.
Get used
I
to
have
it.
no idea what you mean.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
I wonder if there will be the end or if we will make another loop.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Yoink. They stole my wife. Despite your best efforts, you do not die and she is gone. Something has taken her away and left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Mm-hmm. Naruto is gone.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
A villain vanquished.
Oh yeah, apparently I already went through that with all these three voices, so
I'm
let's
begging you,
approach the
don't
mirror.
Do this.
Let's go. We approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. You're at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, the gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is passion betrayed, but even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay, I think I have already gone through all of these, or at least the majority.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out of here. I cannot speak. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
I like that we can see the hands moving behind her.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Oh no, I spilled my yogurt. I'm sorry, let me wipe it real quick. I swear, can there be one singular stream where I don't spill anything? Or where Lucy doesn't spill anything? Okay, we're good. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole.
Oh boy. Okay, I think... yeah, I did. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Yay, got another one! First try and already a new one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at the achievements. I am back.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Okay, so we're starting from the... first I picked this. Okay. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay, a little bit more of me fangirling here. I really like that the first choice, that every single choice, almost every single choice that we make, is actually tied to the princess herself. Now that we have chosen that maybe she wants to end the world because she's locked up, that may be the truth now.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Yes, I do like this game a lot. How did you guess? Sad spilled my yogurt. It was sad.
Before you decide to
It's a
waste
good
even more of our
yogurt.
time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I love the sentence.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules.
Okay, so let me continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further.
Yes, she
She will
lies,
lie,
she cheats.
She will cheat.
And we're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room
Yep.
below.
The hero voice is
This
always
is an oppressive place.
with us.
The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of her voice carries
Yeah, I
up
was
the
trying to think
stairs.
of a situation where he is not with us, but I think he's always with us. He's like the bass voice.
Who's there?
Mm.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Because I know that she's just going to sit there and stare at us if we don't drop it.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, we talk enough now. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Yeah.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No.
You're lying.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
Okay, How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Okay. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Yeah, I think the game didn't quite predict me choosing the questions in that order.
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Hero, no.
Stop it.
I
Not
have
you
no
too.
idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
I was hoping you would tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
We will get to the... Oh, don't worry, my dear.
She has a
We will
point.
get to that.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Neither.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay, what's your name? The last
She
the
hesitates
last question.
before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Manipulator, my type of girl. Let's slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
And now she's gonna beat us up because I thought, maybe, what if, maybe, perhaps, she's not an absolute monster. Well, psych.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Give up, flee and lock her in the basement. I don't remember what I picked last time. Okay. I don't think I've given up.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade
Or I
falls
may
from
have
your
done this.
trembling hands,
Whoops.
clattering to the... You lacked the will to finish the job. Your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight
Okay, I
Swift
remember.
could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
I remember she will be the
That's too
giant.
bad. I was looking forward to
Giantess.
some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
She will be the giantess, the tower. She will be the giantess, I'm telling you.
You're on a path
Motherly figure,
in the
please stop your
woods,
fan favorite.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
He's going to kill me again.
Yeah. People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's
Ooh, the
nothing
broken.
we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Turn on you.
We should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy what little time we have left. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
The giantess, I know you kept fighting her and not fleeing. Okay, thank you, Raiden. You remember stuff even I do not. Oh shit, now I remember that I don't think I've saved the VODs. God damn it. Just god damn it. Quietly continue. Fine, persistent. I'll go to the cabin and slay the princess. Ugh.
The whole world
Ugh,
owes you
Dad.
gratitude. Really? So much for getting out of here.
Oh, we have something new.
A warning before you go any further.
She'll lie, she'll cheat.
She will
Yes, yes,
cheat,
yes.
And she will do everything in her power to... We might as well just pledge ourselves to her And stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's... If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin
Yes,
is larger and
I
more
remember this
grandiose
one.
than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Let's take the
Take
blade.
the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And let's get to the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope we should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Hello there.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Oops. I have like 3. Oh my god, I have like 3 toggles, and I still can't remember the buttons for it, the keybinds for it.
Should we?
I am a professional YouTuber.
Change in attitude.
VTuber even.
Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers
Hello
over
there.
you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Mommy Karlach. I think she's lacking the horns. At the very least. Tighten
As
your
if
grip.
on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel. Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said
2.0.
kneel.
Your legs buckle,
Okay.
and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
This is one of the very few situations where literally think positive would have solved a lot of problems.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There is an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Okay. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission,
springs a new dawn. A better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Yeah, Broken is funny. Let's pledge myself to her, just outright.
Your will was so easily broken.
Or I may have
Am I
chosen that
that
already.
magnificent?
Whoops!
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
No, I have already done this, because there's a skip button. I don't
There's
remember it,
still
so I won't skip
something
it.
in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong.
Right!
Trying to conceal you from me.
Oh my god, I forgot that she has the power to remove the narrator.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Also the shifting mount here and our feathers here. Oh, I love this game.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Hello there.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
I am so grateful that this was not the level of screaming that John did in when he got burned. It just legitimately scared me. The art is beautiful. I can.
Without hesitation,
What am I to do but agree?
your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
What if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever. Please, don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm
There's
sorry.
nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. It is good. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
No, someone got upset.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Okay.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave. Nothing, and then everything.
And she has been yoinked. It's time to leave.
And there's that.
This doesn't... I don't want...
Yep. Oh, we are slimy. A tiny little man with big hard eyes looking up. Relatable.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Yeah, I definitely had her before. Go back, but tell me. Thank you for the follow. Oh my god. Oh yes, thank you for the follow. I hope you will enjoy it here. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for.
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart.
I really like hearing the long quiets, the shifting mounts, the whatever the hell it is, thoughts about the vessels.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
So aggressive.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Okay. So then continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further.
She will lie, she will
She
cheat.
will
Yes,
lie.
yes.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He does. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Okay, now I'm thinking what routes I want to take. Okay, wait, let me see my achievement that I already have. Okay. Okay. I have returned. Let's enter the basement without the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you.
Lie, I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Okay, let's be mean this
I
time around.
see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot right.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't.
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Keep her locked away. Or retrieve the blade. Go back to start saying another word.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Quick 180 personality. To be fair, I did say, hi, I'm here to free you. Then I came up to her, said, we need to talk. I stared at her for 5 seconds. And I turned back around and went back up the stairs. So, I don't know. I would be surprised too.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago,
She's
there's only a
gone.
severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall, and she is nowhere to be seen.
I don't think I've picked this one
Is
before.
it just me,
Or maybe I did.
or did this room get a lot bigger?
I have no idea. I think we got on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over?
You coward!
No, I don't think
I
we
don't-
can.
Okay, on one hand I get this, but on the other hand I didn't say that I'm going to leave her. I didn't say that I'm going to slay her. I didn't say anything. Why does she want to kill me?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
I'm locking her down there and let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Investigate the arm.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you.
Like a little gremlin.
Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Oh yeah, we did see her numb her arm. But for her to do that to be free and for her to do that to kill us, it's different things.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark,
Ah,
and you die.
I was hoping for another choice. We had the beast. I think we had the beast. I just don't remember what I did there.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened,
Hunted.
this must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Does a cat
Yes.
lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Don't want to fight with her. Let's approach the mirror first.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Do we take the blade or do we enter the basement without it? I don't remember what I did before. That's the worst part. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, she growls.
Yes,
up the stairs.
I remember that one. I remember that one.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I think she's here. But that's just a thunk. That's just a hunch.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Don't remember this one. Yeah, I mean, I did. Oh, there she is. I did get a good chunk of the princesses, but I don't think I'm halfway there even.
I can hear your heart
Achievement-wise.
pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
But she's one of my favorite ones,
I'm
design-wise.
so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you
Never
land,
mind,
your
there are
body
some jump
glides
scares.
of air disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her. Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Okay, run for the stairs. I want to transfer to the world. Stop hiding
If
and
you
show
want
yourself.
to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
She looks like she has a little horn here. You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Survive. Play dead, stand still. Oh! Play
We're
dead.
Playing dead. It's unexpected. It could work. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you collapse to the ground, feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full
Awesome.
weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then silence, only broken by the sound of your beating heart. That actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave?
Yeah, what now?
Do we just... She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
Heart attack. We're just an opossum.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
Move, now! But it's too late for you to
God
move.
damn.
Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole.
She's like a snake.
Guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
We're... Oh my god. Wait, I remember that.
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining
Yeah, we're
constricts
getting
around you,
digested.
a slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
Can you talk to the
I
cabin?
understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Your body is violently jostled.
Okay, I have limited amount of
causing burning
questions,
pains
okay.
From raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words. Though you have little room to move, you use
I
what
think I've done
strength
it
you
before.
can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
The pulling has turned to banging
Hopefully.
as the princess desperately throws everything to the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
I mean, it is explore. I'm going to slay
In
myself
an
then.
act of spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat, your shaking, ulcerous hand clenched tight around its hilt. And then you draw it across your bubbling veins. Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside the princess. You start to fade. A waste of a good life. It's better than giving in to her, but in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Wild. I don't think I've seen this one.
We are a path in the woods.
Hello there.
We have no beginning, and we have no
What is
end.
cursor?
But something cold and unnatural
So many
sits
questions.
watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
What is that cursor, I'm wondering? Looks like an eye with a beak, sort of. Like the head with an eye and a beak, of course.
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3,
Hello, Lucy.
no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
Hello, my child.
Oh, isn't that fun? He's
Contrarian.
upset. Of course I'm upset. The world is at stake here, as I'm sure you already know.
I am thinking if I remember the Contrarian from anywhere.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
Yes, a Lucy moment. She's here. And I need to scratch her, or otherwise she will scratch me. Yes? She's purring, but it's too quiet for you to hear.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Lucy, please. Behave.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart, and we can be so much more still, vast, unfathomable.
If you really want to know what happened, we tried playing dead, and she ate us. She
Surprise,
ate
surprise.
you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Sure, being one with the princess is pretty great, but what can we even do right now? Hope we're not supposed to just passively exist like this. I did not sign up for passive existence when we faked our own death.
What do you mean, Raiden? What psych moment? Possibly exists. This thing watching us, what is
I'm
he?
not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
We're all in this together. Yes, yes,
She's
yes.
the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Ah, Lucy, don't sit on my keyboard. Ah. Okay, you narrator, how do I stop her? I don't like that. I'm supposed to be me. Lucy, get your tail off my mic. Thank you. Like all is fine, and then suddenly it's like I'm the Beast Princess bad ending. No, I think she transformed into something more similar to the Long Quiet / the Shifting Mound. But. Oh yeah, she definitely wants. Alright, it's her time to play soon anyway. Her, I mean Lucy, not the princess. You monster, did you eat me? Passively exist. You heard the tail wipe. Ah. I tried to avoid it. Lucy, what did you do? Thank you. Yeah, I tried to limit the tail swishing and her rubbing against the mic to minimum, but it's hard when she has a little shite. Ah! To passively exist.
Oh, please, anything but that. You can't just passively exist forever. Not with her. That isn't how it works.
Go away! There's 3 full other people who can take care of her right now in this house. But no, she has to go here
The princess
and bother
ate
me.
you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal predator and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
This a revenge for the cone. Okay, fair enough. I did put you into a cone.
We can't
Whoa.
go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Fear and hunger is mentioned. Lucy, go away. Not right now.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Time to play fear and hunger.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Maybe a little peek wouldn't hurt. Aren't you curious?
I am a curious little egg.
You should look.
I am a curious little egg. And... Ah, Lucy! This cat is
Never mind.
irredeemable.
If he wants to look, then I don't want to.
Bury it now, before it's too late.
You can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us.
Child,
We just
please
have to
behave.
find it.
Oh my god. But the past does exist, I remember it.
And just like that, you start to fall apart.
I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten.
I'd forgotten how much it burned.
And the air was so hard to breathe. She didn't care.
She's
She
not
didn't
curious.
care at all.
As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess, you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be. Finally, something is happening. I honestly didn't know what to make of all this. Bit too metaphysical for me. It's hard to have a goof when you're stuck being metaphysical.
No, I devoured you. I won. I put things back the way they were supposed to be.
Some divisions,
Ooh.
when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and then you find yourself
No.
blade in hand, exactly where you need to be.
Okay, that... Ah! Tina! Lucy! Ow! Don't scratch me. Behave. Okay, wait. I need to focus on this one, so give me a second. I need to lead the child into the sun. I will be right back. The child has been more or less contained. Lucifer. Okay. I definitely had not seen this one, neither while playing myself, nor when watching a gameplay.
At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I think I have a new one right at the top of my favorite designs of the princess.
I feel empty, don't you?
I don't think we should kill her. It would annoy him if we didn't, right?
I feel safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her. We could both leave.
Do we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to.
I never wanted to kill you, not really, but we can't be the same thing as each other. I had to put an end to whatever happened to us. Wait. Okay, autosave, but I want to... Let's set her free.
This little bastard. If you think I'm going to let you free her, you have another thing coming. And that other thing is... We'll just have to wait and find out when it happens.
Ignore him. His words only confuse us. Just do it.
You're tired, aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm... fine. Whatever. You cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. Good luck getting her out of here. Ha! That's right. Seethe at us. I thrive on your frustration.
Okay, so she's just ribcage with head and heart.
I didn't think you would do that after everything. It's so cold without you.
I guess if I slide her, there would be another loop. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where does she go? And there's that mirror again.
This doesn't feel right. It feels... Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
That thing reeks of death.
I'm very moldy right now.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
And what do you think of this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, a memory of what she used to be, bound to the wounds of distance and time. She will make for a scarred and beautiful heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go black, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I think of this vessel, this one's funny as play. Where did you get this one? I am pretty sure there is at least a similar version of this somewhere in this game. Open one way or another. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How many more vessels do I need to bring to you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Yay! And an achievement.
You're on a path in the woods.
But... yes, I'm sure I want to quit. And now... why does it look like that? I have no idea what just happened. Oh boy, that sure was a ride, as every single one instance of playing Slay the Princess is. And as always, wow, I really thought I would just be getting the princess that I already have gotten before, but on the bright side, I did not. I did get a completely new princess, and I have gotten some achievements. I am very satisfied with that outcome, and I will also play it tomorrow. Yay! But I think I will play it at 8 p.m. CST? Yeah, CET. Sorry. Wait, let me see the final choice. No, not that one, not that one, not that one. Okay, I just remember. I just remember the ultimate good ending. Gonna be next. Not that, not that, not that. I think I have decided to go with the princess freely and be free. So I guess I don't have a choice and I have to kill her in this one. Oh well, anyway. Yeah, I will be playing Slay the Princess again tomorrow, like I said. And of course I will try to get as many princesses as possible in the future as well. So, thank you for coming. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I enjoyed it immensely. And that's the end for today. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.